My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
The penultimate event on the card is the Top Up Your Account with the Tab Gold app. 90 handicap, the mile, 1600 meters is the distance, 10 to 4 is the race time, and at the early time of recording, scratched as 7 Adabar and 9 Oh So Squishy. Those two are out, and there is a rerun here of Noble City, who is an exciting son of Noble Tune. Lightly raced, and well, you'll see in this next rerun how good he is. And then we'll hear from Vaughan Marshall, Dean Kannemeyer and Peter Muscat. So stay tuned and listen in.
Champezi's grandstand side to come forward. 300 out. Noble City hits the front and goes clear. Ensuing's trying to come out the back at the 150. Noble City by a length and a half. Ensuing's trying to cut into the lead. However, Noble City, this is a horse with a future. Champompo Champezi maybe just...
Yeah, he does, but looking at the field, it's a very, very competitive field. His work has been good. He had a little bit of a break, so we're hoping that he reproduces some of his best form. I think he's also in with the place chance.
Yeah, his first run over a mile was a very good run, and then he went down to Cape Town and he won over 1400 meters, which I thought would be a bit sharp for him. And you can see he's hardly raced. He also got down to Cape Town. There were quite a few horses this year during the summer that had low-grade lung infections, and he was one of them. And that's why you notice I thought I'll get a run on his belt over 1200 meters and ran a very good second. And then he was supposed to run again over a mile, 1600 meters. Unfortunately, got hurt in the float. He got cut quite badly, and we scratched him, and he hasn't raced since then. So he was out for quite some time, but walking since then. Since I've brought him back to Durban, he's been doing well. He's had 2 grass gallops. Can never leave him out. He's got 53 on his back. Just the back of my mind that he may just need that run to get him to his peak racing fitness, but don't leave him out.
Yeah, he's possibly still on the radar. He's an unfurnished horse, so what he's done up to now has been very encouraging. The race does appear to have quite a bit of tempo in it, so I'm sure Richard is going to be able to navigate a good position in transit early. His work is top class heading in, and in my opinion, certainly the one to beat.
Peter Muscat speaks beautifully, and you can see that he's certainly been around the world in the lingo and the terminology that he uses. Wonderful to hear. But another man that sort of doesn't, like Dean Kannemeyer, doesn't shout them from the rooftops. But I liked his confidence with Noble City. You can hear that there's a bit of a excitement in his voice when he talks about Noble City.
You have to be excited by Noble City. I mean, his form to date, his debut win was scintillating. His last win was very easy. He did finish third in between over 1200 meters, but he was interfered at a crucial stage of that race, but for which he might well be unbeaten. But the handicap is not leaving him alone. He's been raised £7 for that last win. He's again got the worst of the draw to overcome. Admittedly, now there are 2 scratchings, so he's 9 out of 9 in this lineup. But there's no shortage of opposition here. You've got to like the chances of number 2, Kitchikel. Very good form. He receives a bit of weight from Noble City. He's much better drawn than Noble City. And there's no doubt in my mind that this son of Master My Fate is going to enjoy stepping up again to the 1600 meters. So Noble City's not without opposition here. You've got to respect number 2, Kitchikel. He'll run a big race. And then you heard from Dean Kannemeyer, the son of Vercingetorix, number 10, Ponte Pietra, drawn just along the inside of Noble City. He's got to have a chance. And then, Tony Rivelin's horse, Camorra. They don't come much more consistent than that. Look at his last 8 runs or so. He's never been out of the first 2. He's well drawn in gate number 3. His course form is good. He's won twice up from 8 starts there. And so you'd look a little silly if Camorra was to come out and win the last leg of the first jackpot, and you haven't included Camorra in the race. So For me, although Noble City is a clear first choice, I'm going to include numbers 2 Kitchikal, 3 Camorra, 10 Ponte Pietra, and 11 Noble City. And on the expectation that Noble City is going to be the favourite, I'm going to put both of the scratchings in, just so I'm loaded in my permutation towards Noble City, but that I do have some cover.
Yeah, good play, good structure, good way to do it, Graham. That's the 8th race, the 90 handicap. Not much more I can add. Exciting to see Noble City again. I'm not too concerned about the draw. Richard Ferry knows he's every stride, and he's an exciting horse, as is Ponte Pietra, and as Graham says, consistent Camorra. Kitchikal certainly can do much better than he did last time. So an interesting race, but I am excited to see how Noble City goes. And I think if he wins this and wins this well, we could see him in a few group races going into the season.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.